Okay. I have no idea why voice mod decided to switch my settings, but we are here. We are ready. I just realized I posted on my alt account rather than my main one into the chat. That's okay. I guess that might count towards like actual, I don't know. I don't know if that counts towards the number of people that actually interact with my channel, but doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We are here today. We are here today to complete Mass Effect 1. I am super excited to be able to actually get around to finishing this game. I have so much joy over the end game of Mass Effect 1 that I want to share, but I also want to share the mods because, as I stated in the last video where we hit Virmire, I'll go over the recap in just a second. I installed a mod that alters dialogue and I think a little bit of functionality for the encounters with Saren. And we encountered Saren and it did seem like there was a little extra dialogue going on there alongside, I don't remember some of the things like the Geth dropping in the middle of the Saren fight, but I didn't really get a chance to really truly explore that because I blew up a freaking fuel tank and kind of ended the fight when Saren flew over it. So there will be a better opportunity, however, to explore that coming up, because the next stage that we have is we are taking the fight to Saren, but first we have to get off the Citadel. So quick recap, we managed to find the STG team that on Virmire, and they had been trapped there for a while, and they weren't in good straits. Like, some of their members have been captured. They were in the captured ones were experimented on. Some of them were indoctrinated and following Saren, and we had to do our best. We had to do our best to try and figure out what the facility was and destroy it. We found out that Saren was cloning Krogan, and in doing so had found a cure for the genophage, which is the sterility virus that all Krogan carry that prevent them from being able to have a massive amount of kids. Krogan repopulate like the plague, and the Solarians had sort of sterilized them to normal birth rates compared to other species. And it was slowly killing their species because they were extremely violent. They live for a very long time. They can't have very many kids to repopulate. And they are, just focusing more on being warriors and less on trying to save their culture. Rex, our loyal Krogan buddy, almost got into a fight with us because we wanted to destroy the facility so that way the cloned Krogan couldn't be used by Saren. But Rex's idea was, well, he found a cure for the genophage, which is more than anybody else has ever done. Why are we blowing this up? And we had to talk him down because, the genophage is literally just kind of like it's a tool at this point. The cure for the genophage was a tool to create a Krogan army loyal to Saren and Saren only. He was basically creating individuals that were not going to help the Krogan in mass, just Saren. And fortunately, Rex saw reason. Basically, he was able to be talked down, and he went along with the destruction of the facility. But not everybody made it out. Ashley Williams was unfortunately left behind because Saren and the Geth cut us off in 2 different locations, and I had to choose Ashley or Caden. I chose Caden. So Ashley, she went down and she made sure that the nuke went off so that way we could eliminate the facility and eliminate a Krogan army that Saren was creating. However, because of that nuke, the Citadel Council has grounded us. We are stuck on the Citadel with no way to actually engage Saren at his true target, which is Ilos, where the Conduit is. So the Normandy has been locked down. Frickin' Counselor Udina is on board with this. because of course he is, because he's a dick. So we are going to have to figure out how to get off the Citadel. Fortunately, Captain Anderson has sent us a discreet message to meet us down in the bar Flux, where we one of the areas where we started our journey when we had to go find the Kingpin Fist, and he might have an idea of how to get us off of the station. Excuse me, that was a bad choice of words. Anyway, we're going to go meet with Anderson now and figure out whether or not he can help us. Without further ado, let's end this, because Saren is not... the longer we wait, the more likely it is that Saren's going to find what he's looking for. I'm actually really excited to finish this game because it means we can get to Mass Effect 2, and the mods that I installed for Mass Effect 2 and the characters that you encounter in Mass Effect 2 are some of my favorite. Also, just a reminder, haven't romanced anybody all playthrough, because I plan on romancing Jack in Mass Effect 2 and testing out a mod that allows FemShep to romance Jack, you know, for Pride Month. I don't know whether or not we'll get a chance to actually start the romance with Jack during Pride Month. I hope we do, but we'll have to see. Fingers crossed, because that would be very fitting. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. We're getting ahead of ourselves. We still have to stop Saren first. All right, so I've got Garrus and Caden with me. And this feels weirder than normal, I think, because of the fact that, like, we're stuck here if Anderson can't get us off.
Recently attempted to land an interview with Commander Shepard, the first human Spectre. Commander Shepard answered difficult questions, demonstrating that under that military uniform is a keen diplomatic mind. Exclusive footage later today.
Indeed. Even though I had the opportunity to punch her in the face. And I know, I'm sure a lot of people wanted me to do that. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, I want to see if we can talk to Udina. I've never tried this before. I've never once attempted to converse with Udina after what happened with the council. I'm kind of curious as to whether or not we even can. Oh, we can't. Udina's office is locked. Okay. Like, that's not even an option. That's interesting. Well, now I know. I'm sure he probably locked himself in his office. He's either talking with the council right now, or he locked himself in his office because he's afraid that I'm going to come barging in. All right, well, there's nothing else that we can do except go talk to Anderson, I guess. We're not talking with Shells. Shells is the Shells is I think the last pretty sure the last assignment that I have. Yeah. So
See another human in here.
There's Anderson.
I'm glad you came, Shepard. I heard what happened.
The Normandy's been grounded.
I know, I'm sorry. I wanted to warn you, but there was no way to get a message to you before you docked. I know you're pissed off right now, but you can't give up. They all think this is over, but we both know it's not. You have to go to Ilos. You have to stop Saren from using the Conduit.
I know.
There's only one ship that can get me into the Terminus systems undetected, and she's grounded.
Citadel controls locked out all the Normandy's systems, but if we override the Ambassador's orders, we can get them to bring the Normandy back online. You can be in the Terminus systems before anyone even knows you're gone.
If we steal the Normandy, you're the one left holding the bag.
And if Saren finds the Conduit, life as we know it is over. The Reapers will destroy us. Humans, Asari, everybody. You're the only one who can stop him, Shepard. So I'll do whatever it takes to get you on the Normandy and off this station.
I love Anderson so much.
Stealing the Normandy is mutiny. What if the crew won't help me?
The Normandy's your ship now, Commander. Her crew will follow you to the ends of the galaxy. We both know that.
I won't forget this, Captain. I promise.
I can unlock the Normandy from one of the consoles in the Citadel Control Center. You'll have a few minutes before anyone realizes what happened.
That's a restricted area patrolled by armed guards. How are you going to get in?
Leave that to me. Just make sure you're in the Normandy when the systems come back online.
You're gonna get yourself killed. There has to be another way.
Ambassador Udina issued the lockdown order. If I can hack into the computer in his office, maybe I can override it.
He's not gonna let you waltz into his office and use his computer.
Hopefully he won't be there. If he is, I'll just have to think of something.
Udina won't let this slide, Captain. You'll be charged with treason, a capital offense.
We don't have a lot of options. I break into the Ambassador's computer, or I take my chances with the patrols in Citadel Control.
I have never done Citadel Control because that sounds like the worst of the two options. And I honestly don't think I'm going to choose this time. Maybe in my next playthrough. I don't know whether or not I'll live stream that. If you guys want to see me live stream another playthrough of Mass Effect 1, I'd be happy to do it. But like with Mail Shep and do some different choices. But I'm definitely not going to have him break into the Citadel Control this time. I feel I mean, realistically, I know that, like, since I've played the game often enough, I know nothing really happens. Well, stuff happens, obviously. He gets in trouble, but, like, he's in the next two games. So, like, I know that, like, he's, that things, you know, play out ultimately for the best. I don't know. I always have him break into the office. It's also very cathartic when he breaks into the office. You know what? I always have him break into the office. I've never seen him do Citadel Control. Logically, it doesn't make sense. I'm going to have him break into the office.
You'll have a better chance if you go after the Ambassador's computer.
I was hoping you'd say that. The Ambassador has made this personal.
That's also why.
You ready to get the hell off this station, Commander?
I still have some things to take care of.
Come see me when you're ready to do this. I'll be right here waiting for you.
Those things are, I need to check specifically the CSEC officer shop. I'll be coming back to talk to Anderson here in a moment, but I want to take a look at the special requisitions shop for CSEC. Because now that we're at endgame, some high-level stuff, theoretically, should be in there. So I'm hoping that I can find something new, interesting, and powerful to take into this final mission.
Hello, Commander.
Show me what you got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
There we go. That's what I was hoping for. Right. Do. Yes, that. The torrent. Ooh. Ooh. It's Jormungand Technologies. Not a Cerberus. I kind of wish the mod that added the Cerberus Skunkworks thing actually added the Cerberus logo to it instead of that 3-planet thing. You know what? Sure. Jesus Christ. The Cobra is a freaking SMG? Sure. Let's check it out. Wow. The Armageddon shotgun. The Freedom 10 looks a little bit stronger. Oh, and poor Caden's been rocking some of the worst armor I possibly could have equipped it to him. Jesus Christ. Kind of feel bad. Oh, that takes care of that. All right, so let's see here. Ooh, that is the N7 Valkyrie. I know I've had other N7 Valkyrie weapons before, but this one looks especially nasty. Especially with that burst DPS. Very curious about that. Let's see here. Okay, the Wraith. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, the Cobra's another broken model. Ooh, damn. And those stats are nothing to sneeze at, but the model's broken. That sucks. That is Sniper. Okay, so that is the harpoon gun. All right, you, Caden. Can't believe I hadn't noticed that before. Finally also have a second mod in my armor too. I've been rocking the hoplite for so long. I kind of forgot the hoplite doesn't have another mod to it. Wait, no. Is that the right one? Yes. Okay. Okay. Medical. Oh, I gave him the better. I need the better one because I'm the one who needs to stay alive. Look at that. It would be up here, wouldn't it? Actually, I can smash damage, hardening. Prototype armor upgrade combines mechanized augmentation, element 0 microcores, and firewall technology to prevent brute strength, resistance to weapon force. Okay, so going back on my thing about Mass Effect versus Halo, this mod right here, the Combat Exoskeleton 10, essentially should, once Shepard is augmented, and I'm talking about like Mass Effect 2 and 3 stuff, this should, with the Combat and Exoskeleton 10, that should bring Shepard up to about Spartan 3 levels of strength and endurance. I'm not saying that it's going to be 100% comparable, but comparable enough that like this would basically make the Mass Effect N7 armor with the Combat Exoskeleton, which I think is probably built into it, and the augmentations that Soldier Shepard specifically, because we're playing Soldier Shepard, have, that should bring Shepard up to like Spartan 3 levels of strength, speed, strength and endurance. I'm not sure about speed, but strength and endurance for sure. So I feel very, very like confident in that assessment, just because of how bonkers the Mass Effect equipment is in relation to the Halo equipment. So yeah, like this right here basically would make this equivalent to like the Mark 5B armor that Noble 6 has, I think, especially once Shepard undergoes the augmentation process. Double medical exoskeleton sounds good. Now we can begin. Trying to decide what characters I want to bring with me. Hello, Potato. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to my rant about Mass Effect versus Halo, which is something that I've been doing a little mini series in my shorts about for a while. I actually need to do the 8th episode for that. The 8th comparison about that is long overdue at this point.
You ready to get the hell off this station, Commander?
Let's do it.
I'll take care of the lockdown. You get down to the Normandy and tell Joker to stand by.
All right, here we go. What is that? That is, oh, that must be Shell. Yeah, that's Shell. Okay. Ah, I see. Well, like I said, welcome to the stream. All right. Let's see here. We've got...
Helix has settled out of court with a Krogan group that had accused the Genetics Corporation of fraud. The Krogan group had contracted Binary Helix to perform studies with a long-range goal of curing their genetic sterilization. The group later sued for a return of investment money when the study produced no viable results.
All right, I'm still trying to figure out what characters I want to bring with me on this final this final push. Can't believe I never got that one. last little bit of experience in before we jump into the breach.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
This is the reason why I always choose
Anderson,
The Office.
what are you doing here? I didn't send...
You deserve that, jackass. Oh, I've been fine. Just cruising along with my
Let's go. Get us out of here, Joker. Now.
my playthrough of modded Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Doing my own thing. See ya, guys. The council is not going to be happy with me, but that's fine. All right. We have everything finished. Everything's done. The only thing we have to do now is to hit Ilos. And hit it as hard and fast as we can. Just checking for last minute things. I know I skipped a lot of the searches for random materials in the last couple of episodes because I want to try and get as many of the side quests done as possible. But figured to check just to be sure.
Commander? We've got company.
Have their sensors picked us up yet?
Well, stealth systems are engaged. Unless we get close enough for a visual, they won't have any idea we're here.
Picking up some strange readings from the planet's surface.
Take us down, Joker. Lock in on the coordinates.
Negative on that, Commander. The nearest landing zone's 2 clicks away.
We'll never make it in time on foot. Get us something closer.
There is nowhere closer. I've looked.
Drop us in the Mako.
You need at least 100 meters of open terrain to pull off a drop like that. The most I can find near Saren is 20.
20 meters? We'll never get in close enough for a drop.
We have to try.
Find another landing zone.
There is no other landing zone!
The descent angle's too steep. It's our only option.
It's not an option. It's a suicide run. We don't...
I can do it.
Joker,
I can do it.
gear up and head down to the Mako. Joker, drop us right on top of that bastard.
All right, final push. Who are we sending? This is Prothean stuff, so I kind of want to send Liara with me. And we are dealing with Saren, and Rex wanted a shot. So I'm thinking Rex and Liara. I feel confident that that's actually a really decent team. I've got plenty of combat strength. We don't have any tech, unfortunately, which is the issue. I'm pretty sure I can't change the team once I lock in here. But I remember how this works. I'm pretty sure I can't change the team. Once I set this is it for endgame. So, Rex wanted a shot at Saren. But I feel like I probably should have someone with tech on my team. So I think I'm going to take Liara and Garrus instead. Because there's going to be a lot of Geth. A lot of Geth. They're going to be guarding Saren like the plague. Or like the fortress that they're currently in. I don't know. There's that analogy. So my choices are for tech, Caden, Garrus, or Tally. And of those three, I think I'm probably going to go Liara and Garrus. As much as I love taking Rex with me, I don't think I've ever taken Liara on the final mission. I think I've usually gone full, combat oriented, and I feel like Liara gets underutilized in my playthrough. So I think I'm going to take Liara this time. I use her far more in Mass Effect 3 than Mass Effect 1.
You two, keep moving inside now.
We have to get inside this bunker before Saren finds the conduit. There is no way we're getting past that door with brute force.
Saren found a way to open it. There must be some kind of security override somewhere in this complex.
We will have to find some way to get it up and running again.
That's why I brought you, Liara. You know, I know why Liara is pure biotic, but considering how much time she has to spend with Prothean technology, I feel like she should also be tech. Even just a little bit. Well, Potato, I do appreciate the apology. I do have to say I'm not the one that you need to apologize to. But I do appreciate the apology. Jesus Christ, this thing is a monster. This is a freaking assault rifle? I mean, but I'm not gonna anyway. I'm not gonna get into any more of that kind of stuff on stream because I feel like that's a personal thing between the arcs. So I'm not gonna say anything more about it. But yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. Note to self, do not take a direct shot from those things. I also like the sniper rifle. Jesus. I picked up some fun guns for endgame. All right, that's one down. All right, you know what, Garrus? Oh, I don't know why you're using a shotgun. Stop getting shot from behind. Didn't even know those assault drones were behind me. Ow! Alrighty.
Time for payback.
Alright. First of all, kind of forgot to upgrade her equipment. After doing all that stuff for Caden, I kind of forgot to do Liara. That sounded wrong again. I'm not doing well. I guess she does have electronics, which does allow you to do overload, so that does make sense. Okay. All right, let's see here. Never found another piece of armor that was better than what she currently has, except I think what Caden's currently wearing. So that's awkward. Still kind of wish, well, you know what? I know the Cobra is invisible because the model's broken, but since it's probably not going to appear on screen, and if it does, it's going to be a little awkward. Since it's not going to appear in a cutscene for Liara, I think I'll give it to Liara just so that way she has a stronger weapon. And then Garrus. You're already using pretty much the best weapon. Oh, wait, nope. I can give you the thunder. There we go. There we go. Another enemy over here. Where over here? Right there, I guess.
Clear.
All right. Let's see here. Is there anything else down here? Kind of forget. Ilos is a bit of a maze. I kind of forget everything. Oh, the jerks.
Now is not the time.
I wasn't trying to talk to you. I was trying to hide.
Perimeter clear.
Awesome. Breaker assault rifle. Ooh, 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 ooh. Medical exoskeleton 10. Excellent. All right. Let's see. Shotgun. What was that? Hydra? Not as good. Breaker. Not as good. How does that compare to what Garrus has? Not as good. What do you look like? Oh, it's okay. Okay, that's what you look like. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. All right. You now can have the other lightning strike too. Cool. Awesome. We're doing good. We're doing good. This ancient protean generator hums faintly. The slight crackle of the air suggesting it has been deactivated very recently. The Geth must have used it to power the bunker door. As your hands near the controls, the interface awakens, projecting images of 5 glyphs. Curiously, only 2 are illuminated. The arrangement of the statues around the generator suggests a link. Perhaps manipulating them will activate the remaining glyphs to restore power to the door. I don't remember this. God, it's been so long. Is that it?
We have power. Now we just need to find the controls that activate the door.
Damn it! There we go. Enough out of you.
All targets down.
All right, so we got power to the door. Now we just have to turn the door. I guess the door's already turned on. We just have to actually open it. Jesus Christ, where did you come from?
That's the last of them.
What is that? What is that? Elevator. Oh, okay. Whatever. It's been so long. I don't remember what the fuck I'm supposed to do. Executioner shotgun, Diamondback assault rifle. I'll take the extra Omni gel. Door controls are around here somewhere. The moment we find more Geth, is the moment that we will know exactly where we're going. Till then, I'm just kind of wandering.
Over there.
Oh, hi. I love this assault rifle.
Perimeter secured.
I was gonna say he's not using it anymore. Can I just take the Geth pulse rifle that he just dropped? Enough out of all of you.
Area secure.
All right, let's see map. I saw elevator controls before. I don't know what the difference is. And I will say right now, I am so looking forward to getting to Mass Effect 2 because Mass Effect 2 plays more like Mass Effect 3. And since Arc Delta and Epsilon and I and possibly Sigma, I'm not sure, are probably either going to be playing Space Marine 2 or Mass Effect 3 multiplayer on Saturday, I'm craving the more freedom of movement that Mass Effect 2 and 3 have. Is this the elevator I'm supposed to go to? It is an elevator. All right, you know what? I'm going to save here again. And we're going to see which elevator I'm supposed to go to. I feel like the one with the X is the one I'm supposed to go to. The one that has like the really long hallway on it on my map. And that this one is different. This one, oh, I see. This is where the other Geth were perched up. Got it. That's in case like you're running shotgun or melee builds. Okay. We can jump down from there. God, this game. Game is an RPG first, action game second. All right. Oh, now that we've verified that, let's, I guess, go to the other elevator because there's not really anything else that I can do.
This place still has power. It must be running off its own generator.
This must be the command center for the entire complex. Saren's troops must have sealed the doors from here after he went inside. We will have to figure out how to disengage the security lockdown if we ever want to get inside that bunker.
We will, one step at a time.
What is this? Some kind of defense bunker?
Probably. The Protheans could have used this elevator to deploy reinforcements to protect the rest of the complex.
This is the reason why I wanted Liara here, to get insights on the Prothean technology.
Enemy contact.
It is new.
Geth Primes hurt a lot.
It appears they hooked them into the Prothean maintenance base to make repairs. The security lockdown must have deactivated them.
I just hope they don't suddenly become active again.
Yeah, you and me both. Okay. I'm gonna wait here for a moment while Liar gets her breath, considering that prime kind of wrecked her. Alright, the armatures are down there. I always find Ilos to be very interesting and a bit unsettling because it, like, these statues are so weird. Like, I don't understand the statue sculpture, like, designs. Especially once you see other Prothean stuff later on. Like, I don't understand the Protheans' fascination with what basically looks like husks hooked up to tubes. I don't get it. I don't get it. My team's probably like, why are you shooting them? We don't want them to be active. That's what I'm supposed to hit. Is there anything else back here? I forget. It's been so long since I've been on Ilos. I feel like this is my first time playing it. I feel almost lost.
Come, Saren already has a head start. We have to go find him before he reaches the Conduit.
Unless he's already found it, then we're just walking into a trap.
That is a chance we will have to take.
Hold on. Something's happening.
Too late. Unable to... Invading fleets. No escape.
Sounds like some kind of message, but I don't recognize the language.
It is probably in Prothean. This recording must be 50,000 years old. No wonder we cannot understand it.
The message is all broken up, but I recognize some of the words. It's a warning against the Reaper invasion.
Of course. Between the beacons and the cipher, an understanding of the Prothean language would have been transferred into your mind.
Not safe. Seek refuge. Inside the archives.
What's it saying? Can you make out anything useful?
Vault Reapers. The Citadel. Overwhelmed. Only hope.
Act of desperation. The Conduit. All is lost.
It said something about the Conduit, but it's too degraded to help. We should go.
Cannot be stopped. Cannot be stopped.
Very curious.
Those armatures out there look like they're up and running again.
Oh, yay.
Engage the lockdown. The automated defense system must have kicked in and reactivated them. This might work to our advantage. If the Prothean defense systems are controlling them, the armatures might actually see the Geth as invaders.
It's interesting that Liara said that what she was saying sounded like it was coming through water. I wonder, can I snipe the armatures up here? I really don't want to have to fight 4 or 5 Geth armatures. Nope. Okay. Can't do anything up here. All right. Garrus, You get your sniper rifle out just in case. I'll get my sniper rifle out. Oh my god. Oh, that's why. It doesn't want me to use this area as cover. But I think I can, now that I'm crouched. Well, like I said, Potato, as I appreciate you saying that to me, but unfortunately, I'm not the person you need to say that to. Wait, does this thing fire a shot pattern? I think it does. You see how the bullets spread out? I have no idea if I'm actually even damaging this thing. It looks like I am, but it may not actually register damage until I get down there, which is dumb. I really don't want to have to fight 4 armatures. That's a nightmare scenario. Come on, come on. I'm registering hits, so I'm thinking I'm damaging it. It just doesn't give me a health bar, so I don't know if I'm actually doing any damage. I'm hitting it. All right. You know what? Screw it. If I damaged it, it's weak. If I didn't damage it, then I'm just gonna have to do this the hard way. Oh. Well, it answered my question. All right. Garrus, try not to stand in the way of those electrical bolts. Oh, damn it. Okay. Oh, I didn't notice that. I didn't notice that last time. Okay, now the armatures should be friendly. I think. I hope.
It's a massacre out there. The armatures are wiping out the gas.
Yep, okay. So the armatures are friendly to me now because I hacked the armatures. Oh my god, the destroyers do not like me. I wish I could take you guys with me. I really wish that I could take you guys with me. All right. It's fine. It's fine. They did their jobs. That was a bit more problematic than it needed to be the first time. Wait, where am I supposed to go now? Oh. Am I not done over here? I thought all I had to do was turn that on. Oh, there we go. Wrong elevator. Okay. Now, these elevator rides are a lot more awkward without the little like conversations you guys used to have. All right, so that's the plaza. That's the landing zone. So I need to go back to the landing zone. Now that we've turned everything on. Okay. I'm really happy that I didn't have to destroy all those armatures. That would have been a nightmare. I mean, I would have been able to do it if I was careful, but...
We take the vehicle into the creepy underground bunker.
Good idea. Firepower will...
That almost sounded out of character for Liara. But yeah, no, I could have done it if I was careful. I wasn't careful that first time.
I have spent my life studying the Protheans, but I never dreamed I would discover anything like this. This bunker might have been the last refuge of their entire species. Just imagine what mysteries it might hold. Imagine what secrets it might reveal.
Hey, try to remember why we're here. Saren, the Conduit, the fate of the entire known galaxy.
I am sorry. I was swept up in the moment. I just hope we have the opportunity to study this place in detail after this is done.
I thought Saren would have set some kind of trap or ambush for us. They must have been in too much of a hurry.
Or we just have yet to run into it.
This reminds me of the final run.
On the wall. Some kind of containers?
They look like stasis pods. The Protheans probably tried to keep themselves alive through cryogenic freezing. Something must have gone wrong. This bunker became their tomb.
Oh. Who's shooting me? At least Liara got most of her sentence out. Anyway, as I was saying, this reminds me of the final run of Halo 1 and Halo 3. Actually, honestly, Ilos reminds me a lot of Halo 1 and just in general, if I'm to be very honest.
What is happening?
It's a trap. Saren must have set an ambush.
I do not think Saren is behind this.
Heading out.
And the Mass Effect menu screen song is like perfect for the ambiance of this particular area. I love it. Find it funny, I just realized these are the two primary romances I have for FemShep currently with me. Garrus
I have
and...
studied the Protheans for decades, but I have never felt this sense of foreboding. What will we find down there?
Whatever it is, we should be careful.
Garrus and Liara are the two primary people I romance for FemShep. So I just realized that the instinctively were the two people I decided to bring with me for this playthrough, even though I didn't romance anybody for this playthrough.
You are not Prothean, but you are not machine either. This eventuality was one of many that was anticipated. This is why we sent our warning through the beacons.
Looks like some kind of VI program. Pretty badly damaged.
I do not sense the taint of indoctrination upon any of you. Unlike the other that passed recently. Perhaps there is still hope.
This is incredible. An actual Prothean VI, and I can understand it.
I have been monitoring your communications since you arrived at this facility. I have translated my output into a format you will comprehend. My name is Vigil. You are safe here for the moment, but that is likely to change. Soon, nowhere will be safe.
Are you some kind of artificial intelligence program?
I am an advanced non-organic analysis system, with personality imprints from Kesad Aishan, Chief Overseer of the Ilos Research Facility.
Why did you bring me here?
You must break a cycle that has continued for millions of years. But to stop it, you must understand, or you will make the same mistakes we did. The Citadel is the heart of your civilization and the seat of government, as it was with us, and as it has been with every civilization that came before us. But the Citadel is a trap. The station is actually an enormous mass relay, one that links to dark space, the empty void beyond the galaxy's horizon. When the Citadel relay is activated, the Reapers will pour through, and all you know will be destroyed.
How come nobody ever noticed the Citadel was an inactive mass relay?
The Reapers are careful to keep the greatest secrets of the Citadel hidden. That is why they created a species of seemingly benign organic caretakers. The Keepers maintain the station's most basic functions. They enable any species that discovers the Citadel to use it without fully understanding the technology. Reliance on the Keepers ensures no other species will ever discover the Citadel's true nature. Not until the relay is activated and the Reapers invade.
It is a near perfect plan. I say near perfect because obviously, there have always been clues that you could try and figure out, but you never get all the pieces of the puzzle. So like, it always leaves an air of suspicion without actually being able to fully understand what you're looking at.
How do the Reapers survive out in dark space?
We have only theories. The researchers here came to believe the Reapers enter prolonged states of inactivity to conserve energy. This allows them to survive the thousands and thousands of years it takes for organic civilization to rebuild itself. But in this state, they are vulnerable. By retreating beyond the edges of the galaxy, they ensure no one will accidentally discover them. They keep their existence hidden until the Citadel relay is activated.
The Reapers can wipe out the Council and the entire Citadel fleet in a single surprise attack.
That was our fate. Our leaders were dead before we even realized we were under attack. The Reapers seized control of the Citadel, and through it, the mass relays. Communication and transportation across our empire were crippled. Each star system was isolated, cut off from the others. Easy prey for the Reaper fleets. Over the next decades, the Reapers systematically obliterated our people. World by world, system by system, they methodically wiped us out.
Some of you must have managed to survive.
Through the Citadel, the Reapers had access to all our records, maps, census data. Information is power, and they knew everything about us. Their fleets advanced across every settled region of the galaxy. Some worlds were utterly destroyed. Others were conquered, their populations enslaved. These indoctrinated servants became sleeper agents under Reaper control. Taken in as refugees by other Protheans, they betrayed them to the machines. Within a few centuries, the Reapers had killed or enslaved every Prothean in the galaxy. They were relentless, brutal, and absolutely thorough.
And that's a few centuries. So it took several hundred years for the Prothean species to be wiped out because the Protheans were completely discombobulated by the initial invasion. The fact that that happens in a couple of centuries, and yet the events of Mass Effect 3 happen over the course of an entire year, maybe year and a half, and it gets as bad as it does, you'll see that. You'll see that. If you've never seen Mass Effect 3 before, you'll see what I'm talking about. It makes me wonder, like, what made the Protheans... Like, I know bits and pieces of the lore, but it makes me wonder what made the Prothean extinction different from the way that the Reapers handled Mass Effect. Maybe it's because of Shepard. I feel like maybe because Shepard learned about the Reapers before the attack, that changed things, and the Prothean warnings allowed Shepard to be better prepared, so maybe the Reapers panicked. But those are theories we can speculate in due time. We've got another game to get through before we get to that point.
I don't understand. Where did the Reapers go after they conquered your people?
Our worlds were stripped bare, harvested by the indoctrinated slaves. Everything of value, all resources, all technology was taken. Certain that all advanced organic life had been extinguished, the Reapers retreated back through the Citadel relay into dark space, sealing it behind them. All evidence of the Reaper invasion had been wiped away. Only their indoctrinated slaves were left behind, abandoned. Mindless husks, no longer capable of independent thought, the indoctrinated soon starved or died of exposure. The genocide of the Protheans was complete.
What do the Reapers get out of this? Why do they keep repeating this pattern of genocide over and over?
The Reapers are alien, unknowable. Perhaps they need slaves or resources. More likely they are driven by motives and goals organic beings cannot hope to comprehend. In the end, what does it matter? Your survival depends on stopping them, not in understanding them.
Hold on a second, Vigil. You literally just said in order to stop the cycle and survive, we need to understand. What do you mean that our survival depends on stopping them, not understanding them? You literally brought us here to understand them. Also, your answer is a bit of a cop-out. Personally, I feel like there's plenty of potential theories that could be going around there.
You said you brought me here for a reason. Tell me what I need to do.
The Conduit is the key. Before the Reapers attacked, we Protheans were on the cusp of unlocking the mysteries behind mass relay technology. Ilos was a top-secret facility. Here, researchers worked to create a small-scale version of a mass relay, one that linked directly to the Citadel, the hub of the relay network.
The Conduit is not a weapon. It is a backdoor onto the Citadel.
How did you manage to stay hidden?
All official records of our project were destroyed in the initial attack on the Citadel. While the Prothean Empire came crashing down, Ilos was spared. We severed all communication with the outside, and our facility went dark. The personnel retreated underground into these archives. To conserve resources, everyone was put into cryogenic stasis. I was programmed to monitor the facility and wake the staff when the danger had passed. But the genocide of an entire species is a long, slow process. Years passed, decades, centuries. The Reapers persisted, and my energy reserves were dwindling.
You should have fought.
We were a few hundred against a galactic invasion fleet.
I don't know why I said that.
Our only hope was to remain undetected. I began to disable the life support of non-essential personnel. First support staff, then security. One by one, their pods were shut down to conserve energy. Eventually, only the stasis pods of the top scientists remained active. Even these were in danger of failing when the Reapers finally retreated back through the Citadel relay.
There were hundreds of stasis pods out there. You just shut them down? You killed them?
When I said that we should have fought, the question was, what did you do? I was expecting Shepard to ask a question, not to be accusatory.
He couldn't let everyone die. Better to sacrifice some so others could live.
This outcome was not completely unforeseen. My actions were a result of contingency programming entered on my creation.
I bet they didn't tell the non-essential staff about this contingency.
I saved key personnel. When the Reapers retreated, the top researchers were still alive. My actions are the only reason any hope remains. When the researchers woke, they realized
unfortunately, I understand that
was doomed. There were only a dozen individuals left, far too few to sustain a viable population. Yet they vowed to find some way to stop the Reapers from returning, a way to break the cycle forever, and they knew the Keepers were the key.
I from the logic standpoint, considering that this is a machine, you have to think like a machine. I logically understand where Vigil's coming from when it comes to shutting down the non-essential pieces of the staff in order to conserve energy so that way he can communicate with me 50,000 years in the future. I understand the logic behind that. I don't necessarily agree with it from like an ethical standpoint, but logically, if it wasn't for that, we would not be having this conversation, and there's a very, very strong chance we would fail in stopping Saren.
I still don't understand what's going on here. Why is Saren trying to find the Conduit?
The Conduit gives him access to the Citadel and the Keepers. The Keepers are controlled by the Citadel. Before each invasion, a signal is sent through the station compelling the Keepers to activate the Citadel relay. After decades of feverish study, the scientists discovered a way to alter this signal. Using the Conduit, they gained access to the Citadel and made the modifications. This time, when Sovereign sent the signal to the Citadel, the Keepers ignored it. The Reapers are trapped in dark space.
Saren can use the Conduit to bypass all the Citadel's external defenses.
Correct. And once inside, he can transfer control of the station to Sovereign. Sovereign will override the Citadel systems and manually open the relay, and the cycle of extinction will begin again.
Is there any way we can stop them?
There's a data file in my console. Take a copy when you go. When you reach the Citadel's master control unit, upload it to the station. It will corrupt the Citadel's security protocols and give you temporary control of the station. It might give you a chance against Sovereign.
Wait, where's the Citadel's master control unit? I've never heard of anything like that.
Through the Conduit, follow Saren. He will lead you to your destination.
Not like we have a lot of time, but there are some questions to be asked.
If the Reapers are trapped in dark space, how did Sovereign get here?
It is logical to assume the Reapers would leave one of their own behind after each extinction. A sentinel to pave the way for their inevitable return. Like those in dark space, Sovereign probably spent most of the last 50,000 years in a state of hibernation. Periodically, it would wake to analyze the situation. Keeping its existence hidden, it would evaluate the state of galactic civilization, and when the time was right, it would signal the Citadel and usher in the next Reaper invasion. But this time the signal failed. The Keepers did not respond. Sovereign's allies were trapped in the void. Alone, it was forced to try and discover what had gone wrong.
Sovereign's the largest ship in the galaxy. Why all this secret? Why not just attack the Citadel?
Sovereign is not invincible. Revealing its true nature would have united the forces of every organic species against it. Even a Reaper couldn't survive such odds. But the Reapers are patient. They will not rush into the unknown. Sovereign could have been planning this for centuries, moving deliberately, gathering allies. Slowly, it has assembled the pieces of the puzzle, working through agents to keep itself hidden. Saren is the most visible pawn of the Reapers, but I doubt he was the first. Now Sovereign has grown bold. Whether from confidence or desperation, I cannot say. But it is determined to reopen the portal to dark space.
I can't imagine that Sovereign is desperate. But who knows? Maybe he is. Maybe he realizes that, like, the population has advanced a little further than he was expecting it to. And maybe you know what? Here's a theory. I want you guys to evaluate this. Maybe the idea of Sovereign getting desperate coincides with with humans joining the galactic community. Because the humans have only been part of the galactic community for like, what, 25, 30 years? Now, all of a sudden, Sovereign's starting to get a little twitchy. It's trying to, like, brute force its way through its normal protocols in order to activate the Citadel relay and bring the Reapers back from dark space. Do you think that the Reapers, from an early standpoint, understood because of either their own observations or the observations from the Protheans, like that orb that we found, because we know that they were watching early Homo sapiens? Do you think that Sovereign realized that the Reapers could actually be threatened by the potential of humanity? It's a very interesting theory, and one that I never really truly thought about until just now, and all the times I've played this game. But, like, do you think that Sovereign's threatened by humanity, and that's the reason why it's now acting desperately?
What about the beacon on Eden Prime and the one on Virmire? What were they for?
At our apex, the beacons spanned the breadth of our empire. We used them as a single galaxy-wide network to transmit data and communications rapidly from world to world. Virtually all the beacons were destroyed during the invasion, but once the Reapers were gone, the survivors here on Ilos decided to risk sending out a message. We knew it was unlikely there were other survivors, but if there were, we wanted them to know about Ilos. We wanted to give them hope, so a message was sent across the network.
You could have exposed yourself to the Reapers.
In truth, we didn't expect any of the beacons would still function, but we had to try. If there were survivors, we had to reach them. The message was meant for our own people. It was coded so only organic beings could interpret it. We still didn't understand the power of Reaper indoctrination. We never realized it could lead an agent of the machines, like Saren, to this world. But it has also led you here. So perhaps we did not fail after all.
So when the Reapers created the Citadel, they created the Keepers as well?
A more likely scenario is that the Keepers were one of the early harvested civilizations. Perhaps the very first. Perhaps they responded well to indoctrination, or the Reapers simply bred them to be obedient. In any case, they were left behind to operate and maintain the Citadel. But the Keepers are no longer directly controlled by Sovereign or its ilk. They evolved so that they only respond to the signals emitted by the Citadel itself. When the Protheans altered the Citadel's signals, they broke Sovereign's hold over the Keepers. Now, they are completely harmless.
Sovereign must have realized organic races were difficult to control.
A likely hypothesis. The Keepers evolved in an unanticipated direction. Non-organic servants like the Geth would be more predictable.
What happened to the survivors from the Conduit project?
They used the Conduit to gain access to the Citadel, but the Conduit is only a prototype. The portal only links in one direction, so they were trapped on the station.
Ugh.
I do not know what became of them then. It is unlikely they found any food or water on the station. I fear they suffered a slow, grim death. I only know they succeeded in their mission to seal the relay. Your presence here proves their sacrifice was not in vain.
Yeah, I mean, considering the fact that after a couple hundred years, nothing had been delivered to the Citadel, there was very, very, very little chance that anything besides the recycled water in the pond and maybe some vegetation, and even then, that stuff probably would have been maintained by the keepers specifically so that way it upheld the appearance of a peaceful place. That's pretty much it. And unless the Protheans were capable of eating that vegetation and drinking the water, they would have died. And even if they didn't die immediately, or through starvation and dehydration, you also have to take into account that they couldn't have repopulated the entire Prothean race, even if they wanted to. Like, you need, like, I think the bare minimum is like 20 individuals to have enough genetic diversity to cause a population to really spawn, theoretically. Maybe it's a little bit less than that, depending on the population and what you're trying to do, but like a dozen scientists probably wouldn't be enough.
Saren's got enough of a head start. Grab that data file and let's go.
Shepard, are you sure? Who knows how much longer Vigil will be here? Even now the projection is weak. This might be our only chance to speak with it, our only link to the knowledge of the Protheans. It is the opportunity of a lifetime.
Well, we just answered all the questions that we had to ask. It just took us through everything that we needed to know.
I'm sorry, Liara. We have to stop Saren. Nothing else matters.
You are right. I am sorry. My personal feelings clouded my judgment. We should go.
The one you call Saren has not reached the Conduit. Not yet. There is still hope if you hurry.
I don't like it when the camera goes through Vigil's AI. That actually hurts my eyes a little bit. All right, back to the Mako.
All their culture, all their advanced technology, and the Protheans were taken in by the Reapers just as we were. They failed.
The Protheans did not fail. They gave us a chance. It falls to us to make the most of it. So I suggest we hurry.
Hell yeah! Out of my way! I don't have time for you. We have a galaxy to save. Oh, I see a Colossus. I see a Colossus on the map. Oops. Eat Mac rounds, bitch! You know, I was actually having a fun chat on Threads the other day, talking about my Mass Effect versus Halo comparison, and someone pointed out something very, very pertinent. The Mass Effect weapons, all weapons, not just the cannons on the ships and the cannons on the tanks and stuff like that, but all weapons are essentially just like space magicified versions of Mac rounds from Halo. Magnetic accelerator cannons are some of the most powerful weapons in Halo, and they're typically capital ship grade or bigger, like the Mac turrets that you see in Halo Reach. those weapons are essentially railguns, more or less. And Mass Effect is capable of firing those at handheld scale to an extent that, like, it actually makes the actual railgun from Halo seem kind of dumb in comparison, because, like, every single weapon in Mass Effect is essentially a railgun. It's like semi-auto railgun, shotgun railguns. Like, everything in Mass Effect is a railgun that is capable of piercing armor significantly better than anything that in most other science fiction stories, really. And when he and I were talking about that, I realized I hadn't actually mentioned that. Like the Mass Effect weapons, the reason why they outclass every other Halo weapon is because they hit so hard. And they're basically just like Halo's most powerful weapons downsized into handheld projectiles. So like the MA5B assault rifle, but a railgun. You know, the what do you call it? The Halo SMG, but a railgun. That's basically what it is. That's what Mass Effect is all about. Just railguns. Railguns made with space magic because of the Element Zero cores. What? Come on. Did I really just do this? There we go. That was a little awkward. Like I said, I don't have time for you. Got a freaking galaxy to save. Last run into the breach.
There, the conduit. It's incredible.
We don't have time to admire the view. We have to get through that relay, and these Geth aren't gonna make it easy on us.
Nope. But that's why we've got a tank. All right, Council, do you believe me now?
Activate the defenses. Seal the station. The arms aren't moving. Systems not responding. Abandon the Citadel. Evacuate the Council. Citadel Control. Citadel Control, do you copy?
Well, they found the conduit. We're running, we're running, we're running, we're running, we're running. Pretty sure, I am fairly sure that the Mako was not designed for travel like this.
Across all monitored systems. Please begin emergency evacuation.
Look, the Mako's sturdy, but I'm fairly certain that, you know, mass relay travel was not in its design purposes.
System malfunctions across the entire level. All non-emergency personnel must evacuate immediately.
Give me a rundown of the damage.
We have lost all primary power to the level. Environmental controls are not responding. Class 3 fires are burning in sectors 2, 3, 6, and 7. Civilian casualties are high. I am also detecting numerous unauthorized synthetic life forms throughout the station. They are believed to be hostile. Please approach with caution.
What happened to the Council?
In accordance with standard emergency procedures, the Council has been evacuated to the Destiny Ascension.
What about Captain Anderson and Ambassador Udina? What happened to them?
I have no information on the status of specific individuals. Once the current crisis has been resolved, a complete accounting of casualties and survivors will begin.
Where's Saren?
Former Spectre agent Saren Arturius is nearing the vicinity of the Council chamber. A warrant has been issued for his arrest, though Citadel security is unable to respond at this time.
Come on! We need to stop Saren before it's too late!
Please begin emergency evacuation procedures. This is not a drill.
Open the mass relays! The fleet needs reinforcements! The relays are locked. Someone's taken over all the systems. We're getting hammered out here. Why won't you respond? Citadel Control! Citadel Control!
Unfortunately, I feel like they're a little busy at the moment. Kind of feel bad for, I feel bad for the Keepers, too, because, like, now that they've evolved past Reaper control, they're just kind of, like, there, you know?
The Citadel's closing. They're sealing the station. Enemy flagship moving in. Closing fast.
Don't let the enemy ships inside the arms.
Fire at will.
Oh, hello, Palin. I don't remember that cutscene. I wonder if that's supposed to be like Palin's death. I know that there's a mod that restores things for Executive Palin. I'm thinking about downloading it for Mass Effect 2 and 3. You think locking an elevator is gonna stop me, Saren? I remember playing this particular mission for the very first time. This was trippy as hell. Seeing Sovereign directly ahead of you. Oh, that's what they're firing at. Good night. Sweet dreams. Fuck off. Jesus, come on, guys. Those krogan that Saren managed to clone, they've definitely gotten a few enhancements, haven't they? Oh, they could have ended very badly. I want to get to a point where I can save. These guys aren't letting me. Ooh, level up. I thought I was done with level ups. I'm gonna see if I can actually save now. There we go. Don't mind me just out here proving that Commander Shepard could definitely take Master Chief in a fight. That's all. Because, like, you have to think that the Get Destroyer's bare minimum would be as strong as a Spartan 2. Gonna say, I don't have time to deal with you right now.
All clear.
Saren's making us do things the hard way, and we're clearing things in style. In expedient fashion. Oh boy. There we go. Garrus, get up.
Charging up.
Ow! I popped out at the wrong time. It's okay. It's okay. Aw, man. All right, let's try not to tank a shot from those turrets again. That was a little too close for comfort. Damn it! Okay, I've got to figure out a different position to fire at those turrets. God, it's not the boss fights that are getting me, it's the goddamn stationary turrets. You know what? Why am I doing that when I can just snipe them? Snipers do more damage. Don't get greedy. Don't get greedy. Cool. That's one down. That makes things a little bit easier. All right, that's two down. The moment I get an opportunity to actually, you know, save, I gotta take it. Okay, all turrets are down. Woo! With the turrets down, it should be a lot simpler. No scope. Okay. Are we done? Okay, good. Woo, man! Not okay! Right about now, I wish I had Tally with me so that way Tally could have maybe hacked one of the turrets or something. We finally made it off the towers. Whew. Oh, there's still more. I knew you weren't dead. Okay. That it? Yes. Cool. Excellent. All right. No more beating around the bush. Saren, you and I, we gotta have a little talk.
was afraid you wouldn't make it in time, Shepard.
All right. So there are two ways to play this. I could either talk no jutsu him down, or I could fight him. I'm still debating on which one I want to do.
In time for what?
The final confrontation. I think we both expected it would end like this. You've lost. You know that, don't you? In a few minutes, Sovereign will have full control of all the Citadel systems. The relay will open. The Reapers will return.
I've still got a few tricks up my sleeve.
You survived our encounter on Virmire, but I've changed since then. Improved. Sovereign has upgraded me.
Ooh, I like the additional like glow effect when he said that. Although now it kind of makes me wish that I had Saren stay like, you know, in his normal form until now, and then he gets the upgrades, and then he gets like the cybernetic stuff. Now I kind of wish I had used the mod to change his appearance a little differently. But oh well.
You let Sovereign implant you? Are you insane?
I suppose I should thank you, Shepard. After Virmire, I couldn't stop thinking about what you said. About Sovereign manipulating me. About indoctrination. The doubts began to eat away at me. Sovereign sensed my hesitation. I was implanted to strengthen my resolve. Now my doubts are gone. I believe in Sovereign completely. I understand that the Reapers need organics. Join us, and Sovereign will find a place for you, too.
Sovereign's controlling you through your implants. Don't you see that?
The relationship is symbiotic. Organic and machine intertwined. A union of flesh and steel. The strengths of both, the weaknesses of neither. I am a vision of the future, Shepard. The evolution of all organic life. This is our destiny. Join Sovereign and experience a true rebirth.
Sovereign hasn't won yet. I can stop it from taking control of the station. Step aside and the invasion will never happen.
We can't stop it. Not forever. You saw the visions. You saw what happened to the Protheans. The Reapers are too powerful.
I find it interesting that this, as the last check in the game, allows me to use the Renegade option when I don't have that much in Renegade. Part of me wants to try it to see if that actually matters, because I don't have that much in Renegade.
You could have resisted. You could have fought. Instead, you surrendered. You quit.
Maybe you're right. Maybe there is still a chance for... The implants. Sovereign is too strong. I'm sorry. It is too late for me.
It's not over yet. You can still redeem yourself.
Goodbye, Shepard. Thank you.
Alrighty, cool. So now all we have to do is open the arms so the Citadel fleet can take a pot shots at Sovereign.
Vigil's data file worked. I've got control of all systems.
Quick, open the station's arms. Maybe the fleet can take Sovereign down.
See if you can open a communications channel.
The Destiny Ascension. Main drives offline. Kinetic barriers down 40%. The Council is on board. I repeat, the Council is on board.
Normandy to the Citadel. Normandy to the Citadel. Please tell me that's you, Commander.
You were expecting someone else?
We caught that distress call, Commander. I'm sitting here in the Endura sector with the entire Arcturus fleet. We can save the Ascension. Just unlock the relays around the Citadel and we'll send the cavalry in.
Are you really willing to sacrifice human lives to save the Council, Shepard?
This is bigger than humanity. Sovereign is a threat to every organic species in the galaxy.
The Council must be sacrificed for the greater good. Don't waste your reinforcements. Hold them back until the Citadel arms open up. Save the human fleet to attack Sovereign.
What's the order, Commander? Come in now to save the Ascension, or hold back?
So, okay, so here's a little tidbit of information. I mentioned this before. The way that conversations work in this game allow you to specifically reinforce different characters based on their alignment, right? Naturally, the one that has the most renegade alignment is, of course, Rex, right? He's the one that would always advocate to destroy the Council and save the human fleet so that way we have a better shot at taking on Sovereign, right? There's only one character that can beat Rex, and that is Alenko. If you manage to reinforce Alenko's mistrust in humanity and go renegade options throughout his entire dialogue trees, you can actually get Alenko to advocate for destroying the Council and saving the human fleet. And Rex will be the one to advocate for saving the Council using the human fleet. It's the only time Rex ever advocates for saving the Council. And the only way to do that is to make Caden so hardline mistrustful of aliens that he makes Rex sound like an angel.
Opening the relays now, Joker. We need to save the Ascension no matter what the cost.
I hope you know what you're doing, Shepard.
Alliance ships, move in. Save the Destiny Ascension.
Commander, we're picking up reinforcements. It's the Alliance. Thank the goddess.
Destiny Ascension, you are all clear. Repeat, you are all clear.
The Citadel's opening. All ships move in. Concentrate on Sovereign.
All right, let's see what this mod adds. If it adds anything substantial. I remember a decent amount of this this entire like situation here. So I'm wondering if I'm going to catch any of the new stuff from the mod.
He's dead.
Yes, but his implants aren't. Ah!
The Citadel is mine, Shepard. You cannot stop me.
Oh, this is new.
You just don't know when to quit, do you?
You have no idea what stands before you. I am not Saren. This form is only a shell, a vessel to channel my power.
Looks like Saren got more than he bargained for.
This flesh repulses me. It is vulnerable, fragile, weak, like all organic life. My kind knows true strength, the strength of metal and steel.
You're parasites feeding off organic society. Without us, your kind couldn't survive.
We are aware of your presence. We tolerate your existence. But you are less than insects to us. You are bacteria, germs. We are the pinnacle of creation. Immortal, infallible, perfect. I am sovereign, and this station is mine.
I love that. Oh, you don't have, oh, you must be using a weapon that I don't want you to, oh, that's right, you're using pistol. That explains it. I didn't like the fact that he said my name.
Sovereign's too strong. We have to pull back. Negative. This is our only chance. Take that monster down no matter what the cost.
What? Oh, oh crap, Jeff. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. I was afraid of this. See, this is the danger of using mods, right? I think the game crashed. Okay, that's fine. Fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna see if I can fix this. Okay. Okay. Man, right at the climactic moment too. Jesus. Once the Geth hit, it was just like so much going on. I did not expect it to do that. Okay, but that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We should have a save right before the conversation with Saren. So we will just redo that conversation. It's a bit awkward, but it's okay. Oh, okay, it's saved here.
The Citadel is mine, Shepard. You cannot stop me.
This time I'll make sure you stay dead.
You have no idea what stands before you. I am not Saren. This form is only a shell, a vessel to channel my power.
Looks like Saren got more than he bargained for.
This flesh repulses me. It is vulnerable, fragile, weak, like all organic life. My kind knows true strength, the strength of metal and steel.
You're parasites feeding off organic society. Without us, your kind couldn't survive.
Interesting. That's the same as the top one.
We are aware of your presence. We tolerate your existence. But you are less than insects to us. You are bacteria, germs. We are the pinnacle of creation. Immortal, infallible, perfect. I am sovereign, and this station is mine.
Enemy contact.
Okay, you know what, Garrus? First off, okay, now we're back where we were before. That didn't take long.
Sovereign's too strong. We have to pull back. Negative. This is our only chance. Take that monster down no matter what the cost.
Watch for the gas. Where'd Bouncy Boy go? Oh, there he is. Stand still and let me hit you. There we go. Woo! Oh, that's what happens when you put all your processing power into one avatar.
Its shields are down. Now's our chance.
Hit it with everything we got.
Hard on my flank. We're going in.
Right through the Ezo core.
Go!
Captain Anderson, we found them. They're in here.
Take it easy. It's over. You're safe now. Where's the commander?
Gonna take more than that to stop me. That was beautiful.
Captain, Commander Shepard. We have gathered here to recognize the enormous contributions of the Alliance forces in the war against Sovereign and the Geth.
Many humans lost their lives in the battle to save the Citadel. Brave and courageous soldiers who willingly gave their lives so that we, the Council, might live.
There is no greater sacrifice, and we share your grief over the tragic loss of so many noble men and women.
The Council also owes you a great personal debt, Commander, one we can never repay. You saved not just our lives, but the lives of billions from Sovereign and the Reapers.
Oh, now you acknowledge them.
Your heroic and selfless actions serve as a symbol of everything humanity and the Alliance stand for.
And though we cannot bring back those valiant soldiers who gave their lives to save ours, we can honor their memories through our actions.
Humanity has shown it is ready to stand as a defender and protector of the galaxy. You have proved you are worthy to join our ranks and serve beside us on the Citadel Council.
Counselor, on behalf of humanity and the Alliance, we thank you for this prestigious honor and humbly accept.
We will need a list of potential candidates to fill humanity's seat on the Council.
Given all that has happened, I am sure your recommendation will carry a great deal of weight, Commander. Do you support any particular candidate?
Yes, absolutely I do.
We need someone with the courage to stand up for what he believes in. Someone like Captain Anderson.
Him? You must be joking. Anderson prefers to let his fists do the talking.
Only with you, Ambassador. Only with you.
Are you sure about this, Commander? The captain's a soldier, not a politician.
Yeah, but you are a scumbag.
We've already got too many politicians on the Citadel. The captain would be perfect for this job.
I think it's an inspired choice. The Council would welcome him with open arms, should he accept.
I'm honored, Counselor. As humanity's representative, I'll do everything in my power to help the Council rebuild.
Sovereign's defeat marks the beginning of a new era for both humanity and the Council.
Sovereign was only a vanguard. The Reaper fleet is still coming. Hundreds of ships, maybe thousands. And I'm gonna find some way to stop them.
I like how the N7 logos look like glowing.
Humanity is ready to do its part. United with the rest of the Council, we have the strength to overcome any challenge. When the Reapers come, we must stand side by side. We must fight against them as one. And together, we will drive them back into dark space.
Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I love M4 Part 2, but I'm probably going to skip this because once we get to the actual credit rolling, I love listening to this song, but I don't want to get demonetized, you know? This is kind of an important thing for me. I don't want to get demonetized. But yeah, so we have successfully made it through Mass Effect 1. My goodness, what a journey, especially with the mods. The mods really changed things for me. Especially things like that last conversation with Sovereign right before the fight. I'm fairly certain that was part of the mod that I installed last minute. The ability to see the Citadel fleshed out with such a large population was really cool. Seeing all of the weapons from the later games made into functional weapons for this game, with the exception of a couple, because they didn't have character models for the weapons for some reason or another. I loved it. Everything about this has been phenomenal. But I'm going to wrap up here because I am I don't want to start Mass Effect 2 yet. That's going to be a completely separate stream. So I'm going to wrap up here. But thank you for joining me. For those who watched and are still tuning in, and those who are going to watch, after the fact, I am Ark Gregorius, Greg the Dragon, Ark Alpha 12, whichever you want to call me, and I shall see you in the next stream.